A rusty sign creaks. Grandpa's farm. Jack peers through the car window, eyes wide with a mix of excitement and worry. As they approach the farm, the car begins its slow crawl down the long, winding driveway. Sunlight dapples the fields as the car presses on. Grandpa's farm awaits, a promise of adventure and the unknown. Jack's family arrives at a quaint, old farmhouse, sunlight dappling the fields around them. Grandpa waits on the porch, his weathered face etched with a wide, welcoming smile. He waves, twinkling eyes full of warmth, a beacon of love and welcome. The farmhouse exudes rustic charm, a haven promising comfort and cherished memories. Jack hesitantly steps out of the car, squinting as the sun warms his face. The old farmhouse stands in silent welcome, weathered wood under a bright sky. Grandpa emerges, his eyes crinkling with a smile, a weathered hand outstretched. "Welcome to the farm, Jack," he says, his voice a warm rumble against the quiet. He asks, a glint of anticipation in his eyes. "Ready for an adventure?" Jack looks at the farm, a mix of trepidation and excitement swirling within him. Sunlight paints the farmhouse in a golden glow, illuminating dust motes swirling in the air. Jack steps inside, his eyes widening as he takes in the cozy, old-fashioned decor. Grandpa gestures, a nostalgic smile gracing his weathered face. "This here's the family photo wall," Grandpa says, his voice warm with history. He continues, "Generations of us work in this land." Grandpa points towards a display. "Tools my father used to till the soil." Under the vast sky, Grandpa guides Jack toward the weathered barn, a silent promise of rural life hanging in the air. The heavy wooden doors of the barn stand as a gateway to a world untouched by time. The pungent smell of hay and farm animals fills the air, an olfactory assault that speaks of labor and life. Jack wrinkles his nose, a subtle expression of discomfort marring his youthful features. Sunlight streams through cracks in the barn walls, casting an ethereal glow on the interior. In the heart of the barn, shadows dance with the light, creating a chiaroscuro that hints at hidden stories. Sunlight streams into the barn, illuminating dust motes, dancing above the hay-strewn floor. Cows moo softly, their breath misting in the cool air. Grandpa gestures towards a gentle-looking cow. "This is Bessie," he says. Jack eyes Bessie cautiously, a mix of curiosity and apprehension on his face. "She's going to teach you something special today," Grandpa adds, his eyes twinkling with amusement. Sunlight streams through the barn's wooden slats, casting long shadows as Grandpa stands firm. A massive cow fills its stall, a gentle giant under the barn's aged roof. Grandpa gestures, his weathered hands beginning to explain an age-old skill. Each movement is precise, a dance learned over decades of dawn milkings. Jack watches, his eyes wide, taking in the enormity of the task ahead. The barn air hangs thick with anticipation, the scent of hay and the promise of fresh milk. Under the bright sun, Jack kneels beside Bessie, his face etched with intense concentration as he clumsily attempts to milk her. Milk streams squirt wildly, splattering against the weathered barn walls, a chaotic dance of rural frustration. Jack sighs deeply, his efforts proving futile against Bessie's stubborn resistance. Grandpa watches from the doorway, a knowing twinkle in his eye, a silent observer of Jack's struggle. "Hold her teat a bit higher, son," Grandpa advises, his voice carrying the weight of years spent on the farm. "And don't be so rough. She's a sensitive creature," Grandpa adds, his words a gentle lesson in patience and understanding. Sunlight floods the old wooden barn, illuminating every weathered plank and casting long shadows. Grandpa stands beside Jack, his experienced hands gently guiding the boy's smaller ones. The old man's face is etched with time, yet his eyes sparkle with warmth and patience. "It takes practice, Jack," Grandpa says, his voice a low, comforting rumble. He adjusts Jack's grip, ensuring every movement is precise and deliberate. "Here, let me show you again." Grandpa offers, his gentle guidance unwavering. Sunlight floods the barn as Jack positions himself for another attempt at milking. Frustration etched on his face, he steadies his hands, focusing intently on the task. A triumphant grin spreads across Jack's face. A small stream of milk finally squirts into the bucket. His eyes light up with pure, unadulterated pride at his small victory. The barn air is filled with the satisfying sound of milk hitting the metal. Under the sun, a mischievous goat named Billy makes a daring escape from his pen, eyes gleaming with playful intent. Billy spots Jack and approaches him, an innocent nibble turning into a playful assault on Jack's shirt. Startled, Jack leaps back, his eyes wide with surprise at the unexpected advance of the determined goat. A moment of comical chaos unfolds as Jack tries to evade Billy's playful nibbles in the sunlit barnyard. Under the vast sky, Grandpa watches with a smile. His weathered face reflects years of stories and sunshine. Laughter echoes as Billy playfully runs through the yard. Grandpa observes the joy with kind eyes. With a gentle wave, Grandpa shoos Billy away, his movements careful and full of warmth. Turning, Grandpa focuses on Jack, his presence a comforting anchor in the lively scene. That's Billy. He loves to play, Grandpa says, his voice a soothing balm to any unease. The barn stands as a silent witness, bathed in the golden light of a perfect day. Under the vast sky, Jack returns to Bessie, his face set with grim determination. His brow furrows in concentration, recalling Grandpa's patient instructions. Awkwardly at first, he begins to milk Bessie, his movements stiff and unsure. Gradually, rhythm takes over, and milk streams steadily into the waiting bucket. A small, triumphant smile plays on Jack's lips as he finds his stride. Sunlight streams across the old barn. Jack strains, his small hands gripping the bucket. Milk foams and splashes as Jack struggles, determination etched on his face. With a final heave, the bucket brims with white milk. A triumphant grin spreads across Jack's face. He lifts the heavy bucket, his small frame wobbling slightly under the weight. Jack's eyes sparkle with pride as he turns toward the barn door, ready to show off his success. "I did it, Grandpa," Jack shouts, his voice filled with joy and accomplishment, echoing in the barn. Under the bright sun, Grandpa beams with pride, his weathered hand patting Jack's back in a gesture of heartfelt approval. Jack stands tall, the warmth of Grandpa's approval radiating through him. "I knew you could, Jack. You're a natural," Grandpa exclaims, his voice filled with genuine admiration and joy. The rustic barn stands as a silent witness to this moment of familial pride and accomplishment. Grandpa and Jack enter the warm farmhouse kitchen, the scent of morning coffee and rising dough filling the air. Their hands are steady as they carry buckets brimming with fresh, creamy milk. Grandma stands at the counter, her hands dusted with flour, a beacon of warmth and welcome. A loving smile lights up Grandma's face as she anticipates the day's baking. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating the simple, heartfelt scene. The kitchen is the heart of the home, alive with the promise of freshly baked bread. Sunlight floods the farmhouse kitchen, illuminating a dance of dust motes and warming the worn wooden counters. Grandma, with practiced ease, pours fresh milk into a mixing bowl, initiating a comforting ritual. The electric mixer whirs to life, blending ingredients in a rhythmic symphony of home. A sweet, nostalgic aroma of baking cookies begins to fill the air, promising warmth and comfort. The kitchen transforms into a haven of delicious anticipation, a sensory prelude to delight. The aroma fills the kitchen, making Jack's mouth water. A narration whispers of the simple joys of home. Sunlight floods the farmhouse kitchen, casting a warm glow on the wooden table. Young Jack sits opposite Grandpa, their faces lit by the simple joy of cookies and milk. Grandpa's kind eyes crinkle as he watches Jack, a warm smile spreading across his face. Jack's bright eyes sparkle with contentment as he savors the sweetness of the cookie. a moment of pure, unadulterated happiness shared between a boy and his grandpa. Bathed in the fiery glow of sunset, Jack and Grandpa amble through golden fields, their silhouettes stark against the horizon. The air hangs heavy with the scent of hay and damp earth, a symphony of nature's aromas swirling around them. Jack's youthful curiosity sparks a heartfelt question. "Grandpa, tell me again about why our family started this farm." Grandpa's eyes soften, reflecting a lifetime of memories as he begins. "Well, Jack, it's a story about hard work, dreams, and sticking together. It all started with your great-great-grandparents." His words paint vivid pictures of their legacy. Under the sunset's golden glow, young Jack gazes up at Grandpa, curiosity painting his youthful features. The scent of hay and earth hangs heavy as Jack asks, "Grandpa, what was it like when you were a kid on this farm?" Grandpa reminisces, "Well, Jack, it was a different world back then. No fancy gadgets, just hard work and simple pleasures." Grandpa chuckles, recounting, "I remember one time I tried to ride a pig." Jack bursts out laughing. "You rode a pig?" Grandpa grins. "Tried to. Ended up covered in mud." Golden sunlight washes over the farm, painting the fields in hues of amber and gold. A profound sense of connection to Grandpa, and the land deepens. The air is filled with the comforting scent of fresh hay and rich earth. The scent of hay and earth fills my lungs. The sunset casts long shadows, a peaceful end to a day's labor. The golden light fades, leaving a sense of serenity on the farm. The night sky is a canvas of stars, visible through the window of Jack's farmhouse bedroom. Jack lies in bed, his eyes fixed on the celestial display, lost in thought. Memories of the day's toil on the farm drift through his mind. Each star, a silent witness to his labor. The quiet of the night envelops him as he reflects. The farmhouse is dimly lit, the scent of hay and earth filling the air. The lowing of cows drifts in from the barn, a peaceful sound. Jack stands, absorbing the essence of the farm. He sees more than just a farm. He understands its profound lessons. He realizes he has learned about family, hard work, and nature's beauty. Before a weathered farmhouse, Jack sets down his worn suitcase, a silent farewell hanging in the air. He turns towards Grandpa and Grandma, their faces a landscape of love and etched concern. Jack offers a reassuring smile, trying to mask the ache of departure in his eyes. "I'll visit again soon, I promise." Jack vows, his words echoing with heartfelt sincerity. A poignant moment of connection, love, and the unspoken bond between generations. A car speeds away, a cloud of dust billowing behind it on the long dirt road. Jack watches the car disappear, the farm growing smaller in the distance. He turns back, a wide, genuine smile spreading across his face. The sun warms his face as he remembers moments shared. A profound sense of gratitude shines in his eyes. He knows he'll cherish the memories made with Grandpa forever.